friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Xamarin UI Design. Uh, First of all, Happy Diwali and Happy New Year to all of you. So, all are enjoying their vacations. So, let's start with the uh, .NET View handlers. So, uh, today we will only see the overview of the uh, .NET View handler. In next video, we will see how to implement this handler in the Visual Studio. So before starting, we should know what is .NET handler. So let's begin. So .NET handler, as you know that Xamarin .NET now is the evolution of Xamarin. So in Xamarin, you know that we are using the renderer. In renderer, we have to implement interface in each platform, which is plenty of code in each platform. We have to write the if we want to change the background of the any control, then we have to implement the interface in each platform and write the code in each project platform. So it is very lengthy, and but in .NET MAUI you know that the projects are removed. There it is only single based project, so there is no Android, no iOS project. It is only one project, that is .NET MAUI project, which having folders of on Android and iOS. So .NET MAUI has provided the handlers to customize and modify the behaviors and the properties of the control. So handler is just you can say it is one type of renderers, but the using of a handler is different than the render. What is the handler and how this handler is what is in the handler we will see. So I'm using this Microsoft web page to explain this, because it is explaining everything in this blog. So in handler means it has interface, means each control has a, for example, it has a control like entry, button, grid, all the controls having each interface. Okay, and we have to use that interface to modify the properties of the that controller by using the handler. For example, if you want to change the button of the iOS, then we have to use the button handler for the iOS button. Okay, um, here is an example. If there is a button control, okay, means is this button control is using the is implementing the interface of the buttons, means this interface is provided by the Microsoft MAUI. So this you can call, if any control is implementing the interface, is also known as virtual. Okay, so if you want to change any button properties or any behavior, so you have to implement the interface of that controller. Okay, then this interface will use the uh, platform specific control. If this interface, if the device is iOS, then it will use the iOS button control. If the device is Android, then it will use the app compact button. Okay, so and there is another thing, mappers, means the handler what is doing, it is the mapping the mapping the properties of the .NET MAUI controller to the platform specific controller. Okay, so So this is done by the mappers. Mappers, what is doing, it is using a dictionary to store all the events and the properties and the value we are setting. So on the runtime it will use the dictionary. So there are three methods how to use this. uh, there are three methods. This is appending to mapping, prepend to mapping, and the modifying to mapping. Okay, append to mapping, if you are using append to mapping, then I think that in the .NET MAUI, the .NET MAUI has a uh, use a rule that if anyone use the append to mapping, then it will run all the existing property. Then after running the existing property, then it will run the append to mapping property. Okay, prepend to mapping means it will run first the mapping that we have set, then it will run the existing mapping that already default set um, in the .NET MAUI controller. And modify mapping means it will only modify the existing mapping, means what we have to map, what we have to modify the property, then it will only change the only modify that property. It will not update any another property of the control. For example, if you see the append to property, this is in this I have used append to property, means I have used view mapper, means it will update all the control of the Android device because I have written here Android. Okay, it will we understand if you can see the live example, but just try to understand that if you want to update property in each in platform specific, if you want to update only in Android iOS window, then you have to use if condition for each platform. If you want to use Android, then you have to use Android if condition, because in each means if Android, then it will use the Android method. If you are using the iOS, then it will use the iOS method. Okay, so you can see Android.views means it is taking from the Android projects. So you can see this uh, this handler is in Microsoft MAUI.handler namespace. Here you can use the append to mapping, and I have to change the background. I have given here a property background that I want to change the background of the view to the red color only in Android. So I have used Android and used the native view. Native view, I have explained that if any control is implementing the interface is known as sorry, if any virtual view is if any inter if any control is using implementing the interface is called the virtual view. If handler is mapping the um, mapping the virtual view, then it is called a native view. Okay, I have already explained in this talk here what is native view and what is here I have explained what is virtual view and what is native view. So handler mapping the virtual view to control the each platform control is known as native view. Okay, so native view as Android view, and set the view background as a red color. So it will set the whole control and background as a red color. And this is the prepending and the modify mapping. I have set here name, means name of the property. You can use any name what you want to use. Then I am using a label mapper, means it will change only label background color to the yellow. Okay, so it is very simple, just you have to understand this. It is just doing main thing of the handler is just mapping the .NET MAUI controller to the background specific controller and change the properties and command and behavior of this uh, of the controller. Okay, so hope you understand this. In next video we will see the code. We will see how to use the handler and how to implement the handler, so you can understand very well. Okay, hope you like this video. Then please subscribe this channel and please share this videos to your friends. Thank you.